my privilege to moderate this discussion and conversation with some of the elders of our fraternity, Pi Lambda Phi. The men you see up here really represent the core leadership of our fraternity over the last half century. And I'm not trying to rub it in, George.
Thank you.
But it is such a privilege for us to be here and to get to know these men even better. And we're recording this so that future generations of our brothers can also get to know these elders and these icons of Pi Lambda Phi. So I'd like to begin by asking George Beck just to tell us a little bit about yourself, George, your career. What is it that led you to Pi Lambda Phi, and what kind of a life has it been being a key player in this fraternity?
Well, you name it, it happens. Basically, in thinking back, this is my 49th convention. And if you ask me why, Vin Marbury's got 25 and I don't want him to catch me. But seriously, I had an elder brother who was the founder of the Virginia Omega Alpha chapter at the University of Virginia. Any of you who have older brothers know that the younger brother tries to emulate him in any way possible. So that's why I went to Virginia, and that's why I became Pi Lam. If he did it, I wanted to do it.
And in your career, was your career always in association with Pi Lambda Phi, or are there other things that you did along the way?
Well, I was in business in New York City, in the laundry and dry cleaning business. And everybody thinks that I was the smartest guy in the world because I sold the laundry business. I joined Pi Lambda Phi staff in 1966, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful life working for Pi Lam. You get to meet so many interesting people. I don't mean the alumni, but I mean the undergraduates, because they are our future. And it's exciting, it really is.
George, you served as executive director for decades. How many years were you executive director before your retirement?
26.
26 years.
Yeah. I joined the staff in 66 and I retired in 92.
Yeah. And you're retired to where now? Where are you living now?
I spent 6 months in the Pittsburgh area and 6 months in Florida. I paid my dues, honestly.
Terrific. Why have you dedicated your entire life to Pi Lambda Phi?
That's a tough one. I think I enjoy meeting the undergraduates who will someday be the leaders of this country. I depend upon them to take care of me. But, I enjoy meeting the undergraduates. I enjoy meeting future leaders. And I just love being around them. I could say a lot of things, but that perhaps sums it up.
Was there ever any temptation to do anything else with your career?
Well, I retired as a naval officer after 39 years and 8 months. They threw me out. I was over age and grade. I turned 60 then.
In the reserve?
Yeah. I saw 2 wars. I sure as heck didn't want to see a third one. I was in World War II and Korea. And that really was my avocation. But Pi Lam is my prime interest, always has been.
George, your military service and your service to the fraternity, how are those compatible?
They're the same, actually. Both have an idea, both have a esprit de corps, and both pretty well structured. And I like that.
And the creed of Pi Lambda Phi talks about defending our republic, defending our freedoms, even with your life.
That's quite a mouthful.
But is that one reason why, as a naval officer and as a member of this fraternity, you see such a connection between the two?
Probably. I hadn't thought about it, but probably so.
George Beck, reflecting on the last 50 years, what was your greatest moment as a Pi Lam?
I think becoming a brother. That was a goal. I achieved it. There are very many moments, great moments, of being a Pi Lam, but I think that was the biggest one for me.
And why were you so touched by that?
I don't know. That was 50-odd years ago. Who knows?
But that has stuck with you
Oh, yeah.
over all those years.
Yes, very much so.
I wonder if each of you would just take a few moments, looking ahead. What advice and guidance do you wish to extend to the current brotherhood and to future members of this fraternity to ensure that it continues and it continues to be vibrant and be true to its original values? George, what is your advice for future generations of Pi Lambda Phi brothers?
I would think stay involved, stay knowledgeable about your chapter, about the fraternity itself, about what's going on. Even if you can't donate dollars, donate a little time, but stay involved.